Hello, hello, Sir David the Bard, coming to you from Kangaroo City, out of beautiful Australia. And yes, we do have kangaroos. In fact, there's one right there. Little cutie. He just born a couple of months ago. Anyway, I wanted to make a comment on this Zimmerman murder with Trayvon, I guess his name is, young man that sadly lost his life, and give you a perspective from 66 years of living in the United States. Now, when I was 16, I went on a trip into South United States, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, and Louisiana. And I'm going to tell you what I saw. Now, you people are too young. You're all too young. But when I drove down through there, I would stop at a gas station, and I would say, I got to go to the bathroom, and I'd say around back, and it would say white, colored, white, colored. And the coloreds, blacks, were not allowed to go in the white bathroom. Well, they never cleaned the black bathroom, and you could see the toilet paper coming through the bulging through the door. Well, went to a cafe downtown in a little town, and walked up to the front door, and it said no coloreds, no coloreds. So if you're black, you can't eat in that place. And then I saw a sign coming into the state that said, if you're colored, don't let the sun set on you in our town. Well, that made you feel real welcome too, I'm sure. And I'd go to a city park, and there would be two drinking fountains, white and colored. I lived through the 1964 Civil Rights Act, and I saw Governor, well, you guys know his name, I can't think of him now, standing in front of the college door, and here's four little girls, I think it was, trying to get into college, and he said, no, coloreds don't go to college in our state. And I was there in California when Watts broke out, and there was just riots all through Los Angeles. Everywhere there were riots, especially in Watts. So I've seen this evolution, especially with the Mormon Church. They hated blacks until 1978. The IRS threatened to revoke their 501(c)(3) nonprofit standing, so suddenly the blacks become able to have the priesthood. So there's a great perspective that I bring at my age to this incident. Now, I was one of the first white people in Springfield, Massachusetts, to hire blacks at the, what was the name of that place? Shit. I hate getting old. Because of my language, I lose my language. Anyway, I was running a residential treatment facility, and I met Bill, and he was short, and he was black. I hired him. He's one of the best staff I ever had. So I do have some perspective on discrimination and how things have grown over the years, some positive, some negative. I never thought in a million years I would see a black president unless he was carrying baggage and tap dancing. But here I am, and maybe in 16, I'm not trying to be political, but maybe in 16 we'll see Hillary Clinton, the first woman president of the United States. So we've made some progress. Now, here's where the line is not black and white. And again, I have not read extensively on the Zimmerman case. I'm giving you the principles. Here you have a gated community. Now, why do people put a gate up in their community? Well, they don't want other people coming in there. They have a little guard shack and a monkey that has a hat on and says, do you live here? If they say yes, he opens the gate. If you say no, he goes, turn around, goodbye. Well, there had been some criminal activities in a gated community. That pisses gated community people off a lot, because it's either someone unlikely in the neighborhood that lives there in these expensive houses, or it's some asshole that's coming in the night or whatever and is robbing or putting graffiti or doing damage, etc. Well, they obviously got pissed off enough that Zimmerman and others, I guess, decided to have a neighborhood watch. Now, a neighborhood watch is not to watch for Negroes. Believe me. Let me inform the world. Neighborhood watch is not to watch for Negroes. It is to watch for people who don't belong there. People who are likely suspects, or could be, in the damage and the safety of the community. And so the neighborhood watch usually rotates some of the people that live in the community to be up all night watching for Negroes. Oh, my black people, you have such a wonderful sense of humor. God, you're a great race. I just, you know, that dark skin just, it turns me on. I don't know why. I love black hair, black eyes, and dark skin. Anyway, it rotates usually. Now, some HOAs, why can't I think of it? Associations, whatever. They'll hire somebody to say, okay, you want a part-time job, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you do it. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, you do it. So I think that's what happened with Zimmerman. I think how he had a gun, damn, you know, I lived in Utah, and in Utah, a baby can walk into a grocery store with an AK-47. As long as it's not loaded, the baby can have it in the Walmart cart. God damn, what a state. Well, where does in Florida. In Florida. Well, Florida also has what's called, and I think there's 4 other states that have a stand your ground. In other words, you don't have to run from anybody. You don't have to run from anybody. Now, you can't be aggressive and go forward on your ground, but you can stand your ground. And somebody comes up to me or you and says, you know, I want your money, or it's your life, or whatever they say now. You don't have to retreat. Now, there were some states, in fact, California, I think, was one of them years ago, where if you could have retreated and you didn't, it's your fault. Same way with a car accident. I remember in California, the last clear chance law in California was if a car's coming at you and you could have swerved to the right and avoided the car head on, you should have, and you are responsible even though he's over the double line and sound asleep and coming at you. Well, some of these laws now have evolved. And the stand your ground law, you know, I'm usually a pretty liberal person, but I'm pretty conservative on this. If a criminal comes up to you and threatens you, why should you have to run? Why should you have to run? The criminal should run. You pull a gun out, let him run. Now, here's my take on the Zimmerman. I've told you over and over again on this program, if you don't want to get hit by a train, don't get on railroad tracks. Trains don't jump off and chase you through the community in the desert to run you over. You have to be in their territory and their terrain on their tracks. And then boom, you're a pancake. If you don't want to get bit by a shark, don't go where they live, in the ocean. I've never seen a shark come up on the beach and chase people into town. It doesn't happen. Well, here's kind of how I'm feeling. Here's a black kid in a gated community. Maybe there was black families in that community. Maybe there weren't. Probably they were an extreme minority. And they were probably educated blacks that, you know, their kids were at MIT or whatever. Well, here's Zimmerman, and he's on community watch, the neighborhood watch that night. How the hell he got a gun, I don't know. That state, Florida, may just give guns to kids like Utah. I don't know. Well, he sees this black kid. In fact, I'm not sure you could see a black kid at night with a hoodie. With a hoodie, I never can tell if a kid is black, white, male, or female. Those damn hoodies mean I don't want to be recognized. I don't want anyone to know who I am. I'm going to do something probably that I don't want anyone to see. Video cameras can't see me. People can't see me. And I can get away with shit. Now, you young people, I know there's 3 or 4% of you that are 17, 15 that watch me, but I'm telling you the God's truth. You wear a goddamn hoodie into a gated community at night, you're suspect. You're very suspect. If you get shot, it isn't totally other people's fault. You don't want to get bit by a shark? Don't go in. Now, if this young man was dressed, well, let's exaggerate it. If he was dressed in a suit and a tie and no hoodie, I don't think Zimmerman would have said shit. I don't think Zimmerman would have said a damn thing. Well, Zimmerman calls the 911, and the lady on 911, she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. She says, stay in the car and we'll send somebody there. Zimmerman had every right to get out of the car and stand his ground. And when he approached the young man, evidently, shit happened. What happened? Who knows? But somehow Zimmerman got hit in the head with a couple of rocks and had some scratches and bruises and whatever. And then someone called Zimmerman, or the son, Trayvon, called 911. The jury believed it was Zimmerman and said, hey, I'm being killed here. Now, let me tell you something. I have been in California, and a 17-year-old black kid, street kid, that doesn't have a gun can be just as dangerous with a rock as he can be with an AK-47. Those street kids know what the hell is going on, and they can attack you. Well, evidently, Zimmerman took his gun out and shot the kid. Now, did the kid deserve to be shot? There's the question we're all asking ourselves. First of all, why was he so stupid to go into that community in a hooded outfit when they've been having crime? I don't know. That is plain stupid. That's low IQ right there. Unless he was going to steal something or do something. The other thing that came out after the trial is the kid, was a marijuana smoker. Now, does that mean, that makes him totally bad? No, no. But it adds to the stupidity. It adds. Obviously, he's 17 and smoking marijuana. He doesn't mind breaking the law. They weren't in Colorado, where marijuana now is legal. They were in Florida. So he didn't mind smoking marijuana. He knew that was against the law. So when you put the whole package together, did Zimmerman overreact? I'm going to say I think so. I think when you use deadly force on something like this, I don't know if the young man would have killed Zimmerman with a rock. I kind of doubt it. I don't think the 17-year-old was a murderer. I think he was trying to escape some bullshit he got himself into in the community, and Zimmerman was standing his ground and saying, no, I don't have to retreat. You retreat. When the kid says no, you retreat, and I guess Zimmerman shot him when he threw rocks at him. So these are difficult times and difficult evolutions. Our country has come a long way. Now, I noticed the demonstrations that were going on over the Zimmerman verdict. There were many white people that agreed that Zimmerman should have gotten whatever, manslaughter and or second-degree murder. I'm glad I wasn't on that jury. I don't know if I could have done it. I don't know what the truth of the matter was. But if you don't want to get bit by a shark, for God's sake, stay out of the ocean. You don't want to get run over by a train? Don't get by train tracks. You're black, you have a hoodie on, you're going in or out of a gated community that you don't live in, you're likely to get shot. Now, whether it's right or wrong to get shot, I'm not going to say it's right to shoot black kids that wear a hoodie. My child, Abigail, she likes to wear a hoodie, and I rip it right off her damn head. I said, you show your face. You show your damn face who you are, or people are going to think there's something wrong with you. Same way with backpacks. She carries a backpack everywhere. So, you're going to be searched. Someone's going to think that's a bomb, fool. So anyway, my condolences certainly go out to the family of the teenager that was killed, and my sympathies go to Zimmerman. Maybe he could have done it differently. I wasn't there. If this kid was really going to kill him with big rocks, get him down and bash his head in, I'd shoot him too. I'd shoot him too. Was that the situation? I don't know. Only you can tell for yourself whether that's appropriate or not. Thanks.